Oh my goodness, I just made such a mess to try to get this set up. I couldn't go live from my computer for some reason, but I wanted to share myths with you about the business and things that I didn't know when I first started that people tend to ask about the business. So the first myth is that you have to have the perfect body, and I would say absolutely not. When I first started, my body was very different from now, and actually before I first started, I had taken before pictures that I deleted, and I so wish I had those to share the progress over the past 9 years of using all of these different programs and products. And so I would definitely say you do not at all have to have your perfect body. I've had many coaches start off their journey just day one and then share their journey throughout the entire process. And I had one coach lose 45 pounds in her first journey, utilizing 10-minute trainer and different eating plans that we had, and just sharing that along the way. And people were excited and inspired by what she did. And so a lot of coaches do start their journey right from day one. When they're starting on their journey, they're sharing it, and people can go along on that journey with them. Sorry, I use journey a lot. It's just, I don't know any other words for it. But basically, you don't have to have your goal body. I definitely didn't when I started. I have been through many, many ups and downs. If you don't know a lot about my story, I struggled with infertility for about 2.5 years. And during that, I did a lot of treatment where I had to gain weight, and the medicines made me super puffy and I didn't like it. But I shared that, and it's all about sharing your journey and being your authentic self, and people will be inspired. The people who you want to connect with are going to be inspired and motivated by what you're doing. So it's just a matter of sharing what you're going through and being honest and just being real with people. Right now I have this condition called placenta previa. I can't work out at all, which is really weird for me because I've worked out, like I said, regularly for the past 9 years. And so to just stop and not be able to do that has been a challenge for me that I've been sharing. And it's just about doing that, about sharing what you're going through. And I know that this is a season and that I'll resume my normal healthy lifestyle once this pregnancy is over. Or if this placenta previa goes away, I will be able to go right back into my workout. So that's myth number one. You have to have the perfect body. You don't at all. It's all about being you, focusing on what truth you want to share. I'm definitely not at all like a clean eater person. I know some people are. I'm much more like an 80-20 person, following the portion control containers. But everybody's different, and it's just a matter of sharing that and being real and being you. Myth number 2 is that this business is a pyramid scheme. And when I first started, that's what people would tell me. They're like, oh, this is a pyramid scheme. You shouldn't do this. And I'm like, I don't know what a pyramid scheme is. I'm 21 years old. I'm just in nursing school. Like, I don't know what a pyramid scheme is. So maybe somebody tell me. And so I asked my coach and I said, people keep saying this is a pyramid scheme. Is that true? And she's like, no, not at all. Pyramid schemes are illegal. You can't do that. And seeing that I've been in this business for the last 6 years and I've learned a lot about it along the way, I will definitely tell you it's not a pyramid scheme. If you don't know what a pyramid scheme is, essentially they're completely illegal. You cannot do them. And there's no product in a pyramid scheme. And we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products and programs that we help people with, and they get amazing results with. So with pyramid scheme, there's no product. That's number 1 difference. Number 2 difference is that the people at the top are the only ones who can make money. You have to essentially get in early and keep funneling in the money. That's how pyramid schemes work. So the people at the top make all the money, people at the bottom never make any money. That's what a pyramid scheme is. That's why it's illegal. You can't do it. That's, again, not at all how Beachbody works. And that kind of leads me right into myth number 3, is that this is a get-rich-quick theme. So they kind of go together. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme at all. I've been in this for 6 years. This is not something that just builds magically because you sign up and you help a couple people. It's not at all how it works. Granted, that said, I've been able to build a pretty significant part-time income doing part-time hours with this business, which has been really great. Now I'm working more to build this to a full-time income so that I can be home when this baby gets here. So that's my ultimate goal right now. But things change over time, and your life changes. And like I said, when I was going through that infertility struggle, there was no way I was in the mental place to help tons and tons of people at once. I just couldn't do it. And so that's kind of been the beauty of this business, is that I've been able to take it at my own pace. That said, I have been in this for 6 years, and there are plenty of people who have signed up after me who are making way more of an income than I am right now. So it's just a matter of where you are and what you're putting into it. It is a business, it truly is. So if you want to put in a little bit of time, you're going to make a little bit of money. If you want to put in a lot of time and do the right work consistently, there's definitely a lot of fluffy stuff that you can do in the business. We talk about this in our training, but there's a lot of fluffy stuff that you can do that's not going to make you any money. You have to be, helping people and doing things that actually help people. If you just build a blog or build a website, that can take up a lot of time and not necessarily help you find the people that you want to find to help. So it's a matter of learning new skills and helping other people and helping a lot of people. And so the more people you help, the more income that you're going to make. That's just as simple as it is. But you definitely don't have to be the first one to get in or anything like that. We are really pretty new as a company. We're only, I think, 10 years in on the network marketing side of things. But we're just now, this fall, going to the UK. We're only in the United States and Canada, and now we're going to the UK in the fall. Those are the only countries that we're in right now, and I see us definitely going to way more countries as we build our technology. And we have, different, there's a lot of like governmental things that you don't think about that go into building businesses internationally. And so that's part of the reason that we're only in the United States and Canada, and we still have a lot of people to help in the United States and Canada. I think there's 226 million overweight or obese people in the United States or Canada. And I don't know about you, but that's not okay with me. I'm an ER nurse. That's part of the reason that I got into this business, is that I'm here to help people on the preventative side of medicine. I see so many people in the ER who are, they get the back end. They get like, oh, you have this, let's treat it with this medicine. So, but they don't ever fix the problem. They just keep medicating and medicating instead of focusing in early on and focusing in on general health and wellness and making sure that people are getting the tools that they need to get to live an overall healthy and active lifestyle. So those are those two myths. And then the fourth myth is that I don't have enough time. Like I said, I've worked this in a lot of different seasons of my life, so I know how to work this business in an effective way in a short amount of time. We have multiple coaches on our team who are making six-figure incomes working 2 to 4 hours a day. That said, like I said, you have to work it, but you have to be doing the things that actually help people and actually push people forward. And as you get in this business, you will learn those very quickly. We really focus in on not wasting your time, because that's what we want to do. We don't want this to take up all of your time. We want it to take up a short amount of time so that you have more time with those people that you love. So I don't have enough time. We teach you. I literally have like a power hour printout that I go through with my new coaches so that we can make sure that you can fit this into different pockets of time. But typically about an hour is what you need to really get started. If you have an hour and a half to 2 hours, you can get started even faster. But typically about an hour a day to start out, we can really make some really great things happen. So you don't have to have a ton of time. One of the busiest people I've ever met in my entire life works this business like she is a power pocket queen. Making sure that she gets in her business at different times because she's really working to go full time at some point, but she definitely has a limited amount of time. So I've learned a lot from her into exactly what you need to do in order to move your business forward. So those are all the myths that I have for you. If you have any questions about the myths, I want you to be sure to, I'll be back in here later, be sure to post what your questions are so that I can go through those and answer any other questions that you have. So I'll be posting the next thing right after this. Talk to you soon. Bye.